Hello everyone, my name is Leslie Garza and this is Newspoint, relevant news wherever you go. Okay, so what is Newspoint and what outcomes can you expect from using it? Well, first of all, Newspoint is a set of algorithms, and what you can expect from it is an output of news articles clustered by topic and all relevant to a location on Earth. But first, a quick talk about Dirichlet distribution and how it allows the algorithm latent Dirichlet allocation, or LDA, to cluster news for you. So the processes associated with Dirichlet distributions or Dirichlet processes take in two parameters, an alpha concentration parameter and a base distribution called G. And the output is a new distribution denoted by G prime on most textbooks that basically takes into account the cluster weights from other clusters. Okay, and this last part of the math portion to describe LDA, I'd like to discuss a few key items about LDA. First, it uses Gibbs sampling, which we'll see an example of. Second, it assumes normal distribution for words and documents, denoted by this letter right here. It's a big N. And the third item that is very crucial here is that it actually is has decision points. One decision point says a document can belong to an existing cluster, and the other decision point, based on the alpha and a normal distribution, says that a document can belong to a new cluster based on its distance to other clusters. And we'll see an example of that coming up. Here's LDA in a nutshell. As an example, we have 7 clusters denoted each by different colors. And through the method we briefly touched on, Gibbs sampling, we're going to unassign each initial cluster and see if it belongs to a current cluster or it becomes a new cluster. As you can see, the cluster we were testing became part of an existing cluster and the model was updated. What's interesting here is that the red cluster, it's a fair distance away from these two different clusters. So let's see what LDA does in this case. As you might have guessed, our new document was assigned a new cluster, and now we turn our set of 7 clusters into a set of only 3. For our LDA implementation, we used primarily GenSim, but we also used, to a lesser extent, NLTK, Google News API, and scikit-learn Python packages. Here we retrieve scikit-learn's data sets and we store them in the documents variable. We then lemmatize each word and stem it so that we have only root words, and then we store the results into our process documents variable, and we also extract a word count dictionary. Next, I create a bag of words corpus, which is analogous to our initial distribution, as we described earlier. Okay, here we derive our model using our bag of words variable, which is our G prime statement, the predefined number of topics in our word count dictionary. In this example, we grabbed one document and we are listing all the words in that document and how many times they appear. For this document, we found actually that the closest matching topic is topic number 7, which is composed of the words drive, card, disk, and think, and which are all related to games or gaming. Crucial to our discussion about Newspoint and its implementation of LDA is the concept of topics. Topics are not a single word element, but rather a set of words, each of which has a certain weight in each topic, and it's up to us to determine the meaning of each topic. Okay, here we get into the nuts and bolts of Newspoint interface and its implementation of LDA. As you can see here, we need to provide a latitude and longitude. From there, our algorithm will derive a city and state, and then a search term, which then will be used by Google API to get a set of documents, which will then be clustered per our previous model. And then the results will be displayed on our GUI. Now this GUI is interactive and it's meant to display all news articles per topic on the right-hand panel. Now if the idea here is that if you like a certain topic, all you have to do is keep scrolling down and you get all the news that are relevant to that topic. We used LDA to make sure that all these news articles are related. And we use latitude and longitude to make sure that they're also relevant to where you're at. That's the whole point of Newspoint. Okay, this is a live demo of Newspoint. I chose a point on Virginia at random near the city of Charlottesville. And these are the results from the Newspoint interface. The point gave me about 1,100 recent articles within the last 25 days, which we have clustered based on our model described earlier. And as you can see, everything on the right pane is related to judicial matters. And so clicking on the topic, we can see that the word composition is state, government, people, nation, things like that. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. To pick another topic, let's see, topic number 4 has words like game, year, time, team, and play. So yeah, this is probably all sports related. And if we read on the right hand side, all the news articles here are related to some sort of sports near Charlottesville, Virginia. So this one has to do with a guy named Kyle Guy, and this one is a Virginia football team, and so on and so forth. That's the whole point of Newspoint, is it grabs news that are relevant to you based on proximity and by interest. Okay, this concludes my presentation on Newspoint. I hope you've enjoyed it and it hasn't taken too long. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hit me up on the discussion board. And I look forward to your feedback.